Hello guys and welcome back to another crypto update. Today I'm gonna show you 4 things that are showing our potential bottom. So first of all, I know that you all know it, but let's say it again. The target of this bear flag, which was triggered by a weekly candle now, which was from yesterday's close, is about 23 to 24k, which is in confluence with the 200 SMA moving average, which is around that area also. So it is possible that we go to retest that moving averages because our history shows us that our previous bear markets always bottomed out at the same area of the 200 SMA. We have another bottom here. So it is a good assumption if we assume that this is of course a bear market, there's no denying it, and we need to retest this area which has already 2 things in confluence with each other, the bear flag target and the 200 SMA, which is always the support for the bear market. Something else worth of notice, and this is the third thing. Okay, so we have the bear flag target, the 200 SMA. The third one is the RSI. I've been telling from quite some time now that on the weekly RSI we have this falling wedge pattern that we didn't break right now. And if we are to assume that we're gonna go to the 200 SMA, which is around 23 to 20k maybe, if we take in consideration another thing, you can see that we might still trade within the falling wedge range until we break it. So for me, the bottom is when we break the weekly RSI falling wedge. We've been forming this pattern from last year, December 2020, and it is pretty accurate. You can see that the tops from here to here, another top with the RSI, this dead cat bounce that we had, or the bear flag, another top. So you can see that it is quite accurate. So another thing is the volume. Let us remove the RSI. The volume, we can clearly see that every time we bottomed, we had a good spike in volume, which of course it is the capitulation and the liquidation of all the longs. Another bottom here and another spike in volume here after this going down. Another bottom here, as we can see, those two, and we had another spike in volume. So if we zoom in to our price action, we can clearly see that our last bottom, which was last year, had the spike, and from that moment we've only been reducing in volume. We did not have a spike in volume, which will tell us that, listen, we've made a massive capitulation, a massive liquidation, and now we've shaken all the weak hands. So that thing has not happened yet. And for me, it is because most of the investors have their stops below the 30k, okay, maybe the 27k to be safe. And I think once we reach those levels and we start to liquidate a lot of investors, I think we'll reach this target very, very fast. So until we have this spike volume candle and we break from this RSI, for me, it's not the bottom yet. Of course, we have also the last resistance we had before we break to the 60s and 30s K, which is the 20k, the last top of the bull market. So these are all things referring us to this area. Okay, so for me, RSI break, volume candle, spike we did not have, and this area is telling us by the last bull market top, the 200 SMA and the bear flag target is all around these areas. So for now, what you can do, For me, what I've been doing, I've been shorting the market on the 1 hour chart. As you can see, the EMA ribbon, mostly the 21 EMA, has been holding the market down, and every time we reach that area, I am shorting it. Of course, right now, yesterday I had another short which was triggered here. And right now I have a limit sell already ordered at this price area. So my idea would be going here, trigger my target, my short, and eventually going down. If and when we break the first, the 1 hour EMA ribbon, for me it would be the thing that tells me, listen, there's gonna be some consolidation and maybe some short time reversals, and I'll stop shorting in that moment. But for now, the EMA for the 1 hour chart is holding pretty good, and I've got quite some good trades in it. As you can see, my equity in 2.5 weeks has gone by 5.5x, so we've been doing very good. So that's it for now. If you want to keep having profits, short the market on the 1 hourly. If you're still waiting for the CA, wait a little bit longer. Don't start dollar cost averaging right now. Maybe you can start at 30k just to be safe that you have some position, because we might not get to this bottom, and the 30 would be our bottom. But for me, as I told you, this area is gonna be our bottom this time. So that's it guys for today. See you next update.